Hello everyone! Welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last episode, we got a lot of story progress done, and we learned more about Mipha, the champion who controlled the divine beast Ruta. In this episode, we are going to be going up and seeing if we can get some shock arrows from a Lionel without getting our heads blown off, basically. Yay, my favorite! Anyway, if we go ahead and head over this way, with our increased armor, which will help us survive quite a few more hits. I do want to see if I can get this open. Yeah, one hit. More arrows! I like more arrows. Arrows are the best. So, we're actually going to be coming up to a scene that's going to be very stealth heavy. That's about the best way I could put it. Just because of the nature of what we have to do. Also, Sagan. You, Link. Though I lack the shock arrows needed for the job, I am on my way to take on the divine beast Vah Ruta all by myself. Do not try to stop me. Good luck. Haha, that's the very last thing I wish to hear from you. Still, according to my fortune today, I should be cautious of injury. In light of that, I think it'll be best if I call it a day. I like the Sega guy. Like, he's like, oh, I'm going to be the best. I'm going to go defeat the things. And then he's like, nope, no, I'm not doing it. So if we go and look at this sign, we want to go to the Polymoss Mountain first instead of the East Lake Reservoir. We don't have enough shock arrows for the job of getting Vah Ruta working. Plus, this, even if we did, this does actually give us some free shock arrows, basically. So it's worth your while to try and do it. Also, Tireless Frog, you are now mine. Haha! So the Zora armor is really cool in how it works. So if we go up to this waterfall, we can swim upwards. This is also why I wanted to get the increased stamina wheel between episodes, is because sometimes you spend a bit of time swimming to the next spot. You do come shooting out of the waterfall like you saw, and then you are able to use the paraglider to just sail off to where you need to be. So that's perfectly good. Although, I will admit, I do not like the camera angle it sometimes gives you. Now, I will say be cautious of entering areas where you need to climb stuff, just because it's going to be very, very difficult for you to climb anything currently because of all the rain. So do try and avoid climbing as much as you can. That's actually why you need the Zora armor. Otherwise, there's no other way to make it up here. Although, I do love the Zora armor and giving us the ability to get up here quickly. Also, I love how pretty the rain looks on all these rocks. Like, look at that, like, reflective glow. Alright, so currently we have the power of ice on. Is there anything else I want to set it to? Not really anything that's going to be terribly useful. So as you see, we have a sign pointing us this way. And if we come up into this clearing, there's Lionel. And as you can see, there are shock arrows scattered everywhere. So basically now we are in the game of sneaking around this guy the best we can. And actually, I should have the, not the stasis, but the camera active. That way, I could try and get a good picture of the guy. Please don't be coming around this way. Oh no, we're dead. So gonna die. Nope, I don't want it. Yeah, shoot us through that rock. You do that. Alright, so there's gonna be no way to get away from this guy because he can run so much faster than we can. And that's a fairy used. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and load from a save. I think that's the one we want. Yeah, because it's from us hiding behind the rock. Once you get seen by this guy, there's basically nothing you do. I recommend just reloading your last save, honestly. As you can see, he's just going to wander around now. Hopefully he doesn't come back our way. I would appreciate it if he didn't. I'm going to go ahead and grab the shock arrow. And then what we need to do is, from a safe distance, get a picture of this guy. Also, he is heading around this direction. Also, basically, once he senses you, you are... you're basically screwed at that point. I'm just going to tell you that from previous experience. I can zoom. I want him to face us to get the picture. That's something I wasn't able to do in my own playthrough, was get a picture of him facing us. So I'm hoping I'll be able to do that this time. I know vertical surfaces are harder to climb. I just want the shock arrow. Thanks. Now, as long as we keep a safe distance from him, we don't need to sneak around everywhere, which is really nice. Just know that when he is closer, he is more likely to notice you. Also, we want to kind of be mindful of our way out of here. So is there any shock arrows on the top of this? Don't think so, but can I get a good picture of him? Not yet. See, that's what I really like about this. As long as we keep a good long distance from him, he basically won't come on to us and try to attack. Ooh, lots of shock arrows. Take those. Let's see here. Any more on the top of this rock? I doubt there is, but I'm going to check anyway. Let's see if I can get a side shot. So most zoomed in I can get it to be. Come on, turn. It's not a really good picture of it. I want a good picture without getting my face stomped in. So we can go ahead and come around this way. Real quick. We'll grab these shock arrows. And then we're going to want to swing back around this way. I do like this mechanic, though, of how it's teaching you that sometimes it is better to just run and hide rather than try and kill stuff. This lighting really sucks, I'll tell you that much. I'm making it a personal mission to get a good picture here, okay? Okay. So we've got the number of arrows that we need. There are enough arrows that we can collect more, though, and that's kind of what I'm going to go for here. I always feel like I'm going to get a back shot. So I'm going to just take that picture. With that, we have the Lionel added to the Hyrule Compendium. And all we have to do is just head up that way. But not into him. That's actually not a bad picture right there. I'm going to save that. I don't know which one I kept. Oops. Let's find out. Oh yeah, that picture is a lot better. He at least stands out more. So again, just running around, trying not to get our face stomped in. It's probably about the best way you can go about doing this little side mission to the main mission. And then we will be heading down to fight the Divine Beast, which is actually a pretty fun fight as long as you know what you're doing. I didn't the first time, so that's why it wasn't very fun for me. As long as we make it up over here, we should be fine. Just want to not bother him as much as we can. There we go, we're basically home free. And if we head up this direction, I believe there are more shock arrows just up here for some reason. Just on the ridge on the way. And here's another shock arrow. A couple. No, it's one. So yeah, do keep an eye out for them as you climb up this way, because there's bound to be more. Actually, I think there's 4 in this tree right here alone. Yeah, so lots of shock arrows all the way around here. Look at that, 4 more. So if we read this sign, jump at your own risk. And if you look down, we are above Vah Ruta. So now where we want to go is go ahead and jump off of this and pull out our parasail, paraglide, whatever. And we want to come out to this little outcropping here. And drop down. There we go. And as we walk up to Sidon, Glad to see you're ready to go, Link. I love this music. Are you ready for this? Do you have your Zora armor and enough shock arrows? I'm ready. Wonderful. You never cease to amaze, Link. Now then, let us go appease that divine beast at once. Here we go! Gaze now upon the divine beast's back. Do you see those glowing pink orbs? You will need to shoot each of those with a shock arrow. With your Zora armor, you now have the ability to ascend waterfalls. So I'll take you right up to the side of the divine beast, and from there, you can swim up and take aim. I know you can do this. I believe in you. Now hurry up and get on my back. I'm ready. Good answer. Let's get going. Okay, here we go. I recommend having lots of regular arrows for this too. Ha! I'm unstoppable in the water. Ruta's responding to our presence. I'll move away and wait for an opening before we approach. I'll keep going at full speed. It's up to you to ward off Ruta's attacks. You ready? Divine Beast Ruta will undoubtedly use its ancient and mysterious powers against us. That includes hurling giant ice blocks that we will need to watch out for. I shall leave those to you. Alright, and with this, we have entered into our first kind of boss fight. Oh, I suck. I'm so bad. Okay. So, you want to kind of lead these a little bit. I wasn't leading it enough. Oh, shoot! My bow broke. Okay, new bow. Yeah, okay, that one was not my fault, really. It was my fault, but it was not my fault. Okay, there we go. After we defeat the ice that Ruta is going to be sending at us, we get to basically swim up it now. I'm going to prepare my arrows. I pressed A, but nothing happened. Okay. So we're going to get fired up. And immediately pull out the paraglider. And then we can shoot off an arrow. And I'm going to try and get 2 for the price of 1, Grandma! Ow. I mean, don't get thrown off. Okay. So now, now that we've entered phase 2, we're going to get these spiked balls that will kind of chase after us. And I plan on taking care of you guys as quickly as possible. I messed that one. Feels bad, man. Okay. And... nope, that's not what I want. I want shock arrows prepared. Okay, and with this, we should actually be able to get the last 2. This is not nearly as hard as I made it out to be the first time. Okay, and drop down. And with that, let's shoot the second one. Nice! We got, in 2 rounds, we were able to disable Ruta. Wow, that was astounding. What a thrill. And with that, Ruta has slowed down its rampage, and thus the rains shall subside. And for the first time in Zora's domain in a while, the rains have cleared up. Link, look, the water spouting from Ruta has slowed down. Ruta is floating higher now. You wanted to venture inside, right? I'll bring you closer. We're counting on you, hero. Do work in there.
Well, Link, here we are. Looks like this is where the real work starts. Best of luck. Nice job cutting off the water flow from this divine beast. Show the enemy no fear. I'll see you back at Zora's domain. Farewell. Finish the job, Link.
Trailgate registered a map.
You're here. I must say that I am so happy to see that this day has finally arrived. Now, Ruta can be freed of Ganon's control. You'll need a map to prevent you from getting lost. The guidance stone there contains the information that you will need.
Alright, and guys, this is part of the reason why I wanted us to come here first, is because it does have some, what I feel like to be important story elements. And I think I was very lucky in my first ever playthrough of this game, just this being the one to come across. Oh, also, we got a little mini guy here. Oh, fell in the water. Get up there, Link. Wow, it took 2 hits from this club and died. These things are not very strong. But we'll take your Ancient Springs and stuff. But yeah, I think in my own playthrough, I got very lucky with this being my first quote-unquote dungeon. Just because it does have a lot of feeling to it, if you ask me. Let's go ahead and go in here, register the Sheikah Slate, and get the map for Vah Ruta. And just like that, we have a 3D map. Yes, 3D of the Divine Beast, as well as the controls for it, so that we may control different functions of it.
Good. You've obtained the map of the Divine Beast. You will see several glowing points on your map which represent the terminals that control Ruta. Take Ruta back by activating all of the terminals. Be careful.
What she said. Alright, so if we head back out here, one of the first things you'll notice is back there, that is the main control room. It will not work until we have done all the, updated all the terminals or gotten control of all of them. This one here is just a simple puzzle here. I'm trying to learn how to use it by normal means. There we go, that'll work. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. So if you examine the terminal, we use a Sheikah Slate, and it activates the terminal for us.
There are 4 terminals remaining. Don't give up.
I won't give up, Mipha. I won't. I don't know why, but I feel very strongly about this particular character, Mipha. And I guess I should point out something, is in the original Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, I thought it was very weird that a fish lady was coming onto Link. But this time around, I don't know, the way that it was done seems a lot better done. So, same deal with these guys. We've already fought a few of them in the tests of strength. But it's basically the same thing. You dodge their attack, or get shot in the face. That works too. And we parry them, basically. Okay, this should do some damage to you. Yeah, it does. Take your Guardian Sword. Thanks, bud. Okay, so here's one of our first puzzles. We have to get the terminal to stop while it is right side up. So what we do is we take the cryosis. And what we want to do is we want to freeze it when it's almost level. I think that should have done the trick. Is it level enough? No? Okay. So that's part of the trick here, is getting this to be level. Because if it's not level enough, it just doesn't work. So I'm going to go ahead and break that. And then put it right back. There we go. Because there's no water in here, it does allow you to just walk on it. So we go ahead and examine. We can get this. Bam, she gets Slate authenticated.
You can do it.
Thanks, Mipha. I know I can do it. I will admit, I really like the character of Mipha for some reason. Like, I really do just adore the kind of character she is. Plus, we do get some nice things for completing this Divine Beast in this order. And I think it's well worth it. So, you'll notice that we haven't necessarily messed with the map yet. If we hit minus, we can actually control where the trunk is for the elephant. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it there and execute. You'll notice on the map that the trunk is moving up. And soon enough, we should actually see it outside. No, did I not put it up enough? The elephant will, or I guess the divine beast will make a sound every single time you, after every single time they've updated. Or, oh, I fell in the water again. I could have swam out if I had actually canceled the cryo freeze thing, but I'm smart. Let's go ahead and undo that now before I forget. Okay. So you'll notice that these gears do not control each other. That's perfectly fine. All we need to do is just get on top of one of these and we should be good to go. And why don't we, while we're at it, go ahead and get rid of you, eyeball. So there are a few things that we can do. I'm actually going to jump off of that spinning water wheel and come over here and get this chest. Let's go ahead and open it up. We get a silver rupee for our troubles. We basically just made back the 100 rupees we gave to the Great Fairy, which is really nice, actually. Now, you might be able to hear some noises here of some stuff like sliding around. We do have some motion puzzles to figure out. So, I'm actually going to go all the way over first. Now, you will get kind of rained on here. Your brain will be rained on. That's perfectly fine. It doesn't hurt Link at all or anything like that. Dodge out of the way, and we're going to flurry him. Don't use the sword more than I need to. Thanks for playing. And dead. Okay. If we come over here, press this button. That'll cause water to spurt out of here. It's actually basically just a quick shortcut back up here without having to go through the water wheel again. Then, let's go ahead and we'll come out there here in a bit. Why don't we go ahead and head up here. Up here. There are multiple ways to get around the divine beasts, so far from what I've seen, but that was just the easiest way to get back here. Now, if we come over here, there is this thing that'll block your way. You have to shoot the eyeball that's up here. So if you come from the lower floor to up here, via that means you just need to make sure you shoot the eyeball. There you go. Good, good. Alright, so what we got here, oh, I missed it, is a set of puzzles that require stasis. So for instance, I want to get this chest. Or actually, we'll do the ball next. It looks like it's going to be the next best thing. Also, I don't have stasis plus. This will make it a little bit interesting. So what we want to do is, you'll notice that the ball goes all the way down, in this case, or it'll go all the way up, whatever you want to say. And that door opens. What we want to do is we want to hit it with stasis at the moment before it leaves. So that ring is still blue. And I just barely missed it. Okay. Give us the opportunity to get this guy then. So as long as it's up there, we are good to go. Let's go to open this chest. What's inside? An ancient core. Nice. Let's get out of the way of that. I like how now it's just propped open by a chest, by the way. So again, we want to wait. We want to time this just right, because it's going to be pretty close between getting in that gate and this thing falling. Wait till the last possible moment. There we go. And let's go ahead and examine this. We'll activate the terminal.
There are 2 terminals remaining. You're nearly there.
Thanks, Mifa. I'm actually going to go and drop down and just show this off anyway. Just you could. Oh wait, there's a chest down there? Eh? Hold on. I'll go back down now. There's a chest down here. I don't think I've ever noticed it before. Let's go and grab that out. And what's inside? An ancient spring. Nice. I don't think we're hurting too bad on those, but yeah, The more treasure, the better. Plus, I like showing off everything I possibly can. So if you actually swim up here, you'll notice that there is a chest for us to grab up here as well. You can grab this either here or at another time. And that's 13. Do I have anything worse than 13 here? Lightning rod, but I don't need 2 lightning rods. Actually, I don't need a torch. Pick up the lightning rod again. Excuse you. Alright, and take our knight's halberd. Let's go ahead and head down here. So, if you're looking at the map, actually, you'll notice that we're hitting the front of the elephant now. And what this is going to require us to do is lower the elephant's trunk and get on it in such a way that we are able to still kind of traverse it. So I'm going to try... Oh, I just got hit by the water. I'm going to try and take care of this. Now, one thing that does suck about the Divine Beasts is they are unclimbable. So, like, as you can see here, this is too steep for me to get. So I'm going to have to lower it some more, which is okay with me. Can I open? I can open. Ancient shaft. Nice. But you'll notice that we're unable to climb up the last little bit here. We're unable to get up there. So what we're going to need to do is run down this just a bit. Not too terribly far, mind you. But just enough. And I want to say that's going to be right here. I'm going to go ahead and raise this. I might be a little too close. Well, we'll see. Yeah, going up wouldn't help at all. So you can see there's a hallway where we came in. Or out. Whatever. We're very much hugging this wall. Okay. As you can see, now we're kind of on top of the brains of Vah Ruta. Now, if I go ahead and take the trunk all the way back down again. And trust me, there is a lot of this puzzle solving going on here. If I take Vah Ruta's trunk all the way back down, notice that the trunk is far below us now. And we should be able to reach it, just like a platform. So, the terminal looks like it's actually on the underside of this. So we're going to raise it back up again. Let's go about halfway up. And we'll see what happens here. Yeah, because there's the terminal right there. I do like, oh, the water is spurting on. I'm so glad that there's a backdrop thing to this. Oh, goodness. Okay. Still not quite level enough for our taste. Let's go ahead and examine this one. Activate it.
Just one terminal remaining. I have faith in you.
Thanks, Mifa. And I'm actually going to go ahead and drop off right here. Because we only have one terminal remaining, and it's actually right here on the brain of Vah Ruta. I'll go ahead and drop down here. And if you'll notice here, there's actually a fire. What you can't see is that, oh, I guess now you can see, there's a terminal down there. So what we need to do is go back to our magnesis powers, and we need to actually open up Vah Ruta's mind. So actually, can I do this? I can do this with motion controls. This is so much easier, actually. Kind of. Come on. Oh, that's the end of it. That's where it stops. So now, if we take Vah Ruta's trunk, and we bring it back a little bit. Is that enough? That was enough. It'll put out the fire in Vah Ruta. Let's go ahead and head back here.
You activated all the terminals. Now you can start the main control unit. There should be a new glowing mark on your map. Head there. Be careful not to let your guard down.
Alright, we're going to do exactly what Mipha says. We're going to head back to the back of the elephant. Back to where that main control platform was I was telling you about. There it is. And let's go back here and let's activate and take back Vah Ruta.
Please take care. That thing is one of Ganon's creations. I put up as much of a fight as I could, but it proved to be my demise 100 years away. Regardless, I believe that you are well prepared for this moment. I have faith in you.